Taurus, Mama Taurus, Daddy Taurus. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to your funny and your most favorite Armenian guy. Here at the Renaissance Tarot where I serve and I slay. So today, dear Taurus, I'm going to be doing your reading for mid-October 2025. And in this reading, I'm going to take a look at your recent past, present, and future. I'm going to clarify the main challenge, all the cards, and get some final advice for you. Now, dear Taurus, I would like to express my gratitude to each and every one of you for being here onto the channel. As many of you know, I'm son of a Taurus and a Capricorn. That says it all. So, dear Taurus, these are general readings and they may resonate with you and they may not. By the way, this deck that I'm shuffling right now is brand new and I just finished doing Capricorns and I'm using basically this brand new deck for the earth signs as of today. So it's a very powerful deck, actually quite pricey, but I love to make the good investments for my channel. Actually, this is a gift. This is a gift, but still, someone made an investment for my birthday that I got this on July 28th. Okay, so dear Taurus, your challenge for mid-October is the Four of Stars, which stands for Pentacles. Four of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, there is the Three of Cups, okay, which is the Three of Moons. So your challenge here is the Four of Pentacles, okay? You might be dealing with someone that may come across as being closed off. Maybe there is an energy here, there is an individual that you're dealing with that maybe they don't seem to be really open. You might be pulling your energy back to you. There is a little bit of a close-off energy. We're going to clarify this and see why this is your challenge in a minute. Now, in the recent past, dear Taurus, you have the Ten of Cups, the full moon, and the sun. And I'm going to explain. It's very interesting. So you're blessed, actually, okay? Because there is only 3 extra cards in this deck. The new moon, which Capricorn had, the full moon is you, and there is another one called the Wanderer, okay? So in the recent past, there was a lot of happiness between you and this person, a lot of happiness. There might have been a lot of differences between you and them, but they did not stop you and this person being together. Okay, the moon and the sun, this is literally talking about the yin-yang energy, like the balance, the happiness. 10 of Moons is 10 of Cups, which is talking about maybe you were even married with this person, family, children, stability. If not, that's where this person and you were heading towards. We're going to talk about this shortly. In the present moment, you have the King of Swords, the Hangman, and the Nine of Swords. You might be dealing with the Pisces. I'm getting here Leo. Another earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. Now, in the present moment, there is this energy of being really stressed out and in separation, okay? This separation has caused you and them to kind of be a lot in their head. You might be a lot in your head right now, kind of overthinking a situation, analyzing the situation, okay? But also being able to see the good side of this, connection, okay? Of this story, of this situation. Why is there a delay? Why am I holding back? Why is this person holding back? You're starting to really see that you're dealing with someone that maybe this person did not have an easy upbringing. They grew up with a lot of challenges. And there is certain behavioral patterns that are popping up right now. We're going to talk about this shortly, but also I'm getting here a clear conversation or clarity coming in towards your way in the present moment. We're going to discuss this shortly. Now, in the near future, you have the Five of Swords, the Nine of Wands, and the Five of Wands. We're not going to sit here, pretend, and sugarcoat stuff. I don't do that. That's why we have built this right here, right? So in the near future, you want to be aware of some sort of a potential conflict, okay? Because there is something here about an old wound opening up, an old conversation, unfinished business opening up between you and someone else. And of course, there is a solution. Of course, there is a way to avoid that. And that's what I'm going to discuss, and I'm going to give you the solution in order for you to avoid that. Now, the Three of Cups here at the bottom of the deck, this is equivalent to reconciliation in the original tarot deck, okay? In the original tarot deck, it's equivalent to a reconciliation, a reunion, wanting to build something here together, wanting to really work something out, okay? By the way, as you know, I live in Vegas, and it's very cloudy today. There is a big storm and I just heard the clouds. The sky's thundering. Okay, so the thunder and the weather might be very much related to your situation right now, but remember that after a hurricane, there comes a rainbow. Okay, so let's get into your challenge and clarify all the cards. By the way, I was talking to my mom, who is a Taurus also, and she is reading all the comments and she's translating them from English to Armenian by like Google Translate. And she was like, oh my gosh, all these people, they were saying so many nice things about you. They're inviting you to their weddings. Everyone is saying like how much they appreciate you. I'm so proud of you and all that. I just loved receiving those compliments from my mama Taurus. Okay, so let's get into your challenge and talk about the Four of Pentacles. So your challenge, dear Taurus, which is the Four of Pentacles, is clarified by the Eight of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and the Eight of Swords. The reason why someone here seems to be very much closed off is because there is a lack of clarity. There is a lack of clarity, there is a lack of vision of which direction this is going to go to. The Eight of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles, means not seeing which direction this is going to go to, right? In order for you and this person to be able to invest into it. Now, there has been many disagreements between you and this person multiple times. Conflicts, arguments, separation, I don't want to live with you, I don't want to deal with you, type of things. But still, there is a desire. There is something that's really deep within your heart that you feel like you're connected to this person, despite the fact that there is a lot of differences. This person could be like from a totally different sign, that in astrology or in whatsoever people say you are not compatible. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? So for many of you, this is a connection here that you're kind of wrestling and battling with because you want to know the truth in order for you to be able to see how are you going to be able to really, invest into this connection. Because if someone is being closed off, if someone here seems to be holding back and pulling back, how is that going to allow you to actually open up and to invest into this, right? So you want to see this person opening up and being, cooperative and collaborative with you. Let's talk about the recent past real quick. So in the recent past, dear Taurus, the Ten of Cups is clarified by the Five of Swords, the Tower, and the Page of Swords. Okay, like I said in the beginning, there was a lot of happiness. There was a lot of this sense of yin-yang balance type of a thing. But I do get this energy here, even though when you were married to this person or you were living with this person, or many of you were in committed relationship with this individual, there was a lot of arguments and conflicts and misunderstandings between you and them, okay? Something here came to an end. The Tower here, Scorpio energy, talks about a situation collapsing and coming to an end. Now, in the recent past, the full moon, in this deck especially, because this is very new, it talks about, something was eliminated, something was exposed, something came into your awareness. Because, when it's full moon, if you walk in a forest, you see under the full moon, you can see in front of you, right? And there is a new moon also in this card, which came out for Capricorn. It's about not being able to see, wanting to have a fresh start, a brand new beginning, but not having all the light and all the support in the beginning to have that fresh start. Now, something was revealed to you in the recent past. The full moon is clarified by the Seven of Wands, the Six of Wands, and the Ten of Pentacles. And you have the Four of Swords at the bottom of the deck. This is going to sound quite simple, if I may say, but what was revealed to you was even though you both shared the same vision to have a family together, to marry, to live under the same roof, to be together, but there were a lot of challenges. Someone here was being very stubborn, and there could have been also other people and other circumstances involved in this connection that might have affected you and them to work things out. So if this was, let's say, a third party, right? The third party could be a parent, siblings, it could be anything else around us that might have been affecting. And there was some sort of a hindrance that didn't allow you and this person to get to this level of, how you see the Six of Wands is heading towards the Ten of Pentacles, right? And there is a lightning right now, right next to me. It's about really having this understanding that in the past, there was something that was holding this person back from fully committing to you, from fully changing and transforming. So in the recent past, the Sun here in the recent past is talking about happiness, clarified by the Judgment, the High Priestess, and the Empress, and the Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Strong soulmate connection here between you and this person. Now, in the recent past, Virgo energy, Taurus, Scorpio, yeah. I think that there was a major realization, something about motherhood, someone's mother, whatever the situation was. It was a spiritual connection, and you realize that there is something that this person was able to bring into this relationship, like a certain type of happiness. And you also were able to bring a very specific type of happiness, like finding joy and happiness in even the mundane things that was very unique, very unique. That's why with the Judgment here, you realize that this is, with the High Priestess, hold on, there is a spiritual connection. There is a spiritual connection. Could be your twin flame, okay? And that's why I'm seeing here this push and pull, hot and cold, chaser, avoidant, runner kind of a dynamic, like a lot of happiness, right? With the sun, and then with the full moon, it's like also just kind of like being totally the opposite, and while this person was acting and being the opposite, a lot of things being revealed. Let's talk about the present moment here with the King of Swords. King of Swords energy here, dear Taurus, is talking about this clarity that's coming in towards your way. King of Swords, Mama Taurus, Daddy Taurus, and it's clarified by the Six of Pentacles, Four of Cups, and the Hierophant. So one of the things that I see here in the present moment, this is not going to resonate with everyone. First of all, this person might be going through some sort of a divorce or separation in order for them to be with you. Justice is here. There might be some legal matters involved in this situation for them to be in an equal give and take exchange energy. Right now, you know that this person needs to be in a state of mind and in a way that they can actually commit to you. Because the Four of Pentacles is the challenge. Why is someone holding back? Four of Pentacles, Four of Cups, right? It's kind of a similar card to like this, when someone is holding back and very much closed off. Your biggest fear here is, if I talk to this person, what if they reject me? What if they run away from me? Okay, getting here with fire energy, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, also Pisces. What if they run away? This person might be in a commitment with someone else, okay? Commitment, Hierophant. Six of Pentacles, this person might be giving to another individual or might be involved with someone else, but they need to separate in order for them to open up to you. So let's talk about the Hangman in the present moment. Hangman is you seeing this situation from a different perspective, and also something being eliminated for you and to you in the present moment. So the Hangman in the present moment is clarified by the Ten of Swords, the Star, and the King of Wands. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy, Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. Now, in the present moment, I do see here a lot of you finding healing within this separation. Now, this is going to sound maybe simple, but you're a Taurus. You're very much connected to the source. You don't take these things lightly. You don't take a heartbreak. Oh, you know what? I'm just going to jump into a different relationship and I'm just going to date other people. I think in the present moment, what's happening for you is you're healing yourself. And by you healing yourself, Taurus, you're also healing your twin flame, your soulmate, your significant other, despite the fact that both of you are in separation. Okay, because you see the star, right? The star right here is like pouring this water, which is right next to the Ten of Swords. And this is like, there is a specific juxtaposition that you really got to look into, when you're a tarot reader. And I read cards and I use my intuition, and I don't have to sometimes even use the cards. But anyways, in the present moment, there is a situation that's really allowing you to dive deeper into your personal healing journey. And you're watching this reading right now up until this point, and you're going to continue watching all the way through, because you know that everything comes from within. No person, no thing, no acai bowls. Spirituality doesn't mean eating acai bowls and just drinking smoothie all day long and having these crystals lined up on our chakras every single day and smudging. That's not what it is. Spirituality is really being connected to the source, which you are, and also doing breath work, meditation, and also really looking within our emotions. How do I feel every single day? What are my continuous and constant thoughts, feelings, and emotions? What thoughts am I entertaining every day? Right? That's what spirituality is about, awareness. It's about expanded consciousness, right? So in the present moment, the Nine of Swords here, you might be under a pressure a little bit, and I'm sending you a big hug, dear Taurus. and you might be feeling a little bit uncertain about how it's going to work out. But remember, sometimes it's during this time of solitude and loneliness and pain and uncertainty when you actually are able to gain the answers and go back to yourself. Nine of Swords is clarified by the Sun, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords. So there is a lot of nostalgia in the present moment for you, specifically in regards to this person. You have the Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck. And the same goes for your person as well. So there is this sense of happiness that's going to be coming towards you. You're cultivating happiness within yourself. Knight of Pentacles is you. Slowly but surely. You're not rushing. You're not running. You might be also, I'm going to say this right now just because I know I'm talking to Tauruses and you have the capacity and the ability to comprehend what I'm about to show you, right, in this juxtaposition, okay? So this is you. Knight of Pentacles, Taurus energy. You're not crazy like them other people. You're actually standing still and you're able to really face your intrusive thoughts. The Knight of Swords represents our mental plane, right? Our thinking, our thoughts, and everything. So anytime you have these intrusive thoughts coming towards you and you experience those doubts and fears kind of like, overwhelming you, you're able right now to chill, to relax, to take a deep breath, and to be like, you know what? Happiness comes from within. That's why you have the Sun that's right behind you, meaning that you're realizing that, you know what? Happiness is always going to follow you all the days of your life. Blessings shall follow you, Taurus, all the days of your life. So even though you're going through these painful situations, someone is closed off, whatever, you're still seeing this situation from a different perspective. That's what I meant when I said with the Hanged Man, right? The Hanged Man, it's like he's upside down. So it's like seeing the situation from how am I growing in this situation spiritually, mentally, even maybe physically. Some of you maybe are wanting to live healthier, go to the gym. Just take care of your body because you might have abandoned yourself in the past because of a situation that led you to have a lot of tears. Now, in the near future, you want to make sure that you're being aware of some sort of a conflict, and this conflict may not be directly with your person, but with other people. They may try to intervene and hinder you and your person being together. Now, the Five of Swords, and I'm also getting this energy, someone's father. I just heard someone's father might be in the way of this. So the Five of Swords is clarified by the Devil. You might be dealing with the Capricorn. If not, I'm also getting here this energy of, first of all, there is a strong bond between you and this individual, but there is something here that's just unhealthy. Maybe there is an unhealthy way of communication that needs to change. The Devil, the Ten of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. Yeah. In order for you and this person to have a brand new beginning and come into this position of having a fresh start, dear Taurus, there is this notion and this realization that you got to let go of the past. The Ten of Wands, the Devil, is like holding on to the things that maybe have been very toxic and very unhealthy, right? As you can see, the Ten of Wands is carrying all the wands and the Devil right next to him. What is it that you might have been holding on to? This person might have been holding on to 1818 on the timer, by the way. So those are the things that need to be let go of to make room for what's coming, right? With the Ace of Cups. And there is also the Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck, which is the reconciliation here, which was also at the bottom of the original deck. So let's talk about the Nine of Wands here in the near future. There might be some boundaries that need to be enforced amongst you guys towards other people in your life. The Nine of Wands, is clarified by the Knight of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune. Just don't let other people to have a say or to decide for what's right for you. I'm getting here a lot of chatter, a lot of negativity, people spewing negativity on you about this person. And I will not be surprised to, that maybe you also have come to realize that, what kind of tarot readers am I watching, right? What kind of toxic tarot readings am I consuming? Because if someone is saying that they don't like your person, or they're constantly talking shit about you and talking shit about your person, and they're constantly injecting fear and negativity, then that's what goes into your subconscious mind, and that's what manifests. So you're becoming very aware in the near future to set some boundaries with what you're allowing yourself to consume, what you are being consumed to, because some people may constantly try to give you the narrative of the negative story, and they kind of reaffirm the pain and they reaffirm the trauma. You don't want that. There is a positive spin of events. Anything that has been really blocking your way, energetically speaking, financially speaking, It's being removed, okay? Because the Wheel of Fortune is here, and that talks about this positive spin of events, things that are going to change, things that are actually going to get better for you and your person, okay? So let's talk about the Five of Wands in the near future. And the Five of Wands is an indicator of really watching out and staying away from some kind of a conflict here again. You know, I think this connection has not been the easiest, this relationship, and sometimes that's what happens with the twin flames. Five of Wands is clarified by the Knight of Cups, the Queen of Wands, and the Fool. Again, there is an opportunity here for a brand new beginning here. That's what the Fool here is talking about. Move slowly. That's what I'm strongly getting here. Really move slowly. Don't make any hasty decisions here. You also got to really see before you move forward as the Knight of Cups to offer your love, you got to see that this person is sharing the same vision with you. Queen of Wands, I do see here this person coming into that realization where they really want to share that vision with you. But there is a lot of work that needs to be done within themselves. And this is going back to their healing journey that they really need to be aware of. Awareness is key, right? Three of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck talks about this understanding of let's cooperate, let's make it work. There is the Ace of Wands here and the Three of Pentacles. So there is an opportunity here, okay? Big opportunity to work it out and to build something together. Now, even though this person has been closed off, someone has been holding it back, pulling it back, I do see here you, over time, are really starting to disentangle and see the reality. Why are they holding back? And, you know, as I said, there is certain situations, maybe certain people that might be holding this person back. Okay, in general, could be substance abuse, could be certain, you know, unhealthy habits that they are realizing they need to be let go of. Meanwhile, you're focused on your well-being, on what's important for you, on your health. Okay, so let's get the advice, dear Taurus. So you have the Four of Cups, the Six of Cups, and the Death, okay? Here is the thing. This person returns back when things completely, really change and shift in their life. Six of Cups talks about someone coming back from the past. That's what the indication here is about. Four of Cups is them, if they were closed off, they're going to open up, and, you know, there is a Death card. The Death card here is the metamorphosis. It's a transformation. It's something that really needs to change, and I think that really comes down to this. It really boils down to letting go of whatever unhealthy or toxic has been, and has been like a burden, okay, weighing this person down, weighing you down, in order for them to be able to come towards you. It's just you know, being compassionate, first of all, towards your beautiful self and allowing this situation to unfold in the most organic way. Patience is not the easiest asset. Patience is not the easiest, right, in those situations, but it may pay off big time due to the fact that it's better to be with someone who has done the work and who is still doing the work within themselves and healing while you're also working on yourself than trying to save someone who doesn't even want to be saved, right? So it's letting your person coming in terms, which I see them coming into terms of understanding they need to make the change within themselves in order for them to be with you. So dear Taurus, this is what I had for you for mid-October. Thank you so much for being here. I greatly appreciate you. I'm sending you so much love. Mama Taurus, Daddy Taurus, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.